Okay, it's Henry again, and I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to be sculpting a custom action figure. Now, as all of you know, I am a huge Dragon Ball fan, and SH figure arts are really cool, modern, superposable, accurate action figures. But the figures that I grew up with when I was a kid back in the 90s were the Super Battle Collection figures. And back then, this is pretty much as good as it got. Before Irwin and Jack Specific started making Dragon Ball figures, this was about as good as it got. And I won't say they've aged well. They are a little bit goofy looking. They're not terrible looking, not as bad as some DBZ figures that are out there, but their faces are a little wonky. They usually only have 2 or 4 points of articulation. And, yeah, Vegeta's face is his hair even is like a shark fin. It's rough. But one thing that I kind of bothers me about the Super Battle Collection is that there's a lot of characters missing. And I really like these figures for the nostalgia, because these are ones I grew up with. And it really is a shame to me that a lot of major characters like Krillin and Raditz and the androids were never made in the Super Battle Collection. So I'm going to start to rectify that. I'm going to make a custom Super Battle Collection figure, and I'm going to start out with a character with a relatively simple character design, Tenshinhan. after all that work, the custom Super Battle Collection Tenshinhan is finally finished. I guess I'm fairly happy with it. There's definitely some things that could be improved. It's not perfect. A few little proportion issues, like in the torso. I think his head's a little bit too big. I primed and sanded and primed and puttied and sanded and primed and puttied and sanded. I did like 4 rounds of primer, putty, and sanding. Did as much cleanup as I could. There's still a few little rough spots. I don't know if they're showing up on camera, but I can see them. But overall, it's I think a decent attempt, and I can take the things I've learned into consideration for the next figure I make. Haven't decided which character I'm going to do next, but it'll definitely be someone from the Saiyan saga. Probably either Yamcha or Krillin. But the face is okay. I think I got the general shape of everything down. I think his face should have been smooshed a little bit. As you can see, his face is a little bit longer than Goku's. He's kind of horse-faced. So another thing to take into consideration. I forgot to mention earlier in the video, I used Milliput. This is a 2-part epoxy putty. You can get it in the modeling section at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or somewhere, or Alpha Amazon. Really, really good stuff. This is actually my first time doing a figure from epoxy putty. I usually use Sculpting for doing figures, but this is my first time making a like 6-inch, roughly 1/12 scale figure, and I figured I wanted to give epoxy putty a try, just to try it out and see if I like it better or worse than using Sculpting. Verdict, I'll probably stick to Sculpting for doing figures like this, especially this size, because the Sculpting is a lot more forgiving in terms of cleanup and work time. Well, Sculpting has no work time; it's unlimited until you bake it. But the epoxy putty definitely sands. It's a lot easier to sand this than Sculpting. Sculpting doesn't sand very well at all. The paint job, I went pretty much standard colors. I didn't do any kind of shading or anything like that. I wanted to stay true to the Super Battle Collection. I had to custom mix the skin tone. I had a few skin tone color paints, but none of them were exactly like this. And let's see, I tried to get it kind of close. Goku seems a little yellow, honestly, and Vegeta seems really pale. And I think I got Tien kind of halfway between the two. I think like Trunks and Vegeta kind of have the same skin tone, and Gohan and Goku kind of have the same skin tone, which I guess is appropriate, seeing as how they're both their father-son, father-son. But yeah, the skin tone is another thing in the Super Battle Collection that wasn't always consistent. There's, you know, these early figures had this kind of pale yellowish skin tone. Figures in the middle had kind of this skin tone, and then some of the later figures had like straight up almost pink. So anyway, overall I'm pretty happy with it. A nice little addition to the Super Battle Collection for a figure that didn't even have a Super Battle Collection figure up until now, and I am glad to have it in my collection. So, that about does it for this video, and with that, I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, it's Henry again. Let me know if you liked this video. Let me know with a comment down below if you want to see more videos about custom action figures or sculpting or anything like that. I got more Gunpla work in progress and painting videos coming real soon. I just started a Twitch channel. Haven't uploaded anything on it yet, but I am planning on doing some streaming on that. Also started a Discord. As usual, I've still got Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You've got all those links below in the description. Also, if you want to check out my Patreon and support me, click this little gray bubble with the letter I in it. That'll give you a link to my Patreon account. Really appreciate that. And thanks for watching. Just let me know what you think about this, and I will see you guys next time.